Hello everyone and happy Hump Day. Hope you all are doing well this April 22nd. I am having some challenges today. Facebook kind of changed some things around and I wasn't finding things in the normal places I would see it. And so, yeah, I started a little bit later. So I do apologize for that. I don't know. I can't even explain it. So today I'm going to do a quick little fun fold with you for our happy hour. So it's fun. It's happy. We're going to have a good time with this. So I'm going to be using our Cutest Crew stamp set and dies. Now, last week I did a live and it was kind of a train wreck. Yeah, it was a pretty bad train wreck. So I am going to be doing another live with Cutest Crew. But these are the ones that we did last week, and we're going to be using this same eyelet die. Now, this is our eyelet blossom die. This is our product of the month, and you can get this die for $5 when you place a $75 order in my online store. In addition to that awesomeness, you get for free from me as my thank you. You are going to get a 12 project tutorial, which I will email to you directly, showing you 12 different projects on using this big die here. So, yeah, something really exciting, right? Okay, I'm going to dive into this. Let me show you one of the other cards that we did. It's this just a little hello, and you can see the birds here with some designer series paper. Today, I am going to just be using dies instead of designer series paper. Could be fun, right? Let's get started. So I have a piece here of Golden Glow, which is one of our new in colors. Sorry, I am teasing you with it. I am actually going to be having an in color club where you can kind of budget your time and your money and get all the different colors. So there's always 5 different in colors. So you're going to be able to budget your time and money to get all 5 different colors. You'll be getting the cardstock, the ink pad, designer series paper, some of the shimmer paper, and I'm just kind of toying around with how I'm going to do ribbon and refill. So I just got to get that all written up, but know that that is coming. So you'll be getting the 5 different colors, and I'm going to show you what they are right now. So we have our Peaceful Pine, our Barely Blush, our Hydrangea Hue, Cantaloupe Crisp, or Crisp Cantaloupe, and Garden Glow. And yes, this is a color we used to have. But what's great about these is the new design, and these are magnetic, so they kind of clip together like that. And you can stack them all up together, just like so. But you'll be getting your stamp pad, you'll be getting a full pack of cardstock, you'll be getting designer series paper, everything you need so you can get your in color kick going, and you won't have to spend a whole lot of money all at one time. We'll break it up over 5 months, and you'll be getting some project tutorials with it and a little card kit each month. Yeah, some little surprises with it. So look forward to that. Sorry, I'm just cleaning this out really quick while I'm chit-chatting with you. I will be posting that beginning of next week. It's almost now the ordering period for our in colors and everything else in our new catalog won't start until May 5th. So I'm going to be starting to collect kind of your kit interest, your club interest ahead of time, so that on March 5th I can actually put my order in and get all your goodies right away. All right, I'm going to be doing it in groups of 5. So once I have 5 people, I'll get that club going. And if I get another set of 5, I'll keep going as we go. All right, let's go ahead and grab this. So I've got my Golden Glow here, and this measures 4 by 5 1/4. I'm just going to put it in my sandwich here, my die cut sandwich. I'm just going to layer it like that. I'm going to flip that down. I'm going to put this on top. And the trick with this is you need to run it through multiple times. I have also found it easier to have a little shim. So I just have a piece of my basic white cardstock. I'm going to throw it on here. Let me show you. I'm going to throw it on the top here. It just gives me a little bit more pressure on there, so it cuts and pops those little dots out. So we're going to roll this through. I'm going to go back and forth a couple of times because I really feel to get a good impression on there, you need to do that. And actually, I'm going to take that out because I don't know, it didn't want to work well. All right, so I'm going to go back and forth a couple of times. You know, a silicone mat helps too. But, like I said, I go back and forth a couple of times. Now, my plates are very well loved and used. So if you have newer plates, this does work much better. All right, so we'll get that out of the way. And I have seen the projects that my project of the month, my product tutorial of the month group does, and they are really cute. They've come up with some really great ideas. Again, you get 12 different ideas. And I just need to take a pick tool here. I just need to lift this off. There we go. And if I lift it slowly, a lot of times those dots will kind of come out themselves. Otherwise, you just take your roller and pop them out. I am not really worried about it. You know, I think it kind of gives it a fun texture if I don't have them popped out. But the other thing that you'd want to do is have your little spongy mat here and just roll it out. So you can just kind of push those through just like that. And I really don't want to get dots everywhere, but I'm going to. All right. So you can see all those dots come off. All right, so that's going to be it for that. I'm going to be cutting this down anyways, so no worries. All right, so now I've got my 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half, and I'm going to be putting this on the front. Now, the one thing I am going to do is I'm going to trim a little bit off the bottom before I do that. So I'm going to go ahead, bring in my trimmer here, and I am going to cut off about 1.25 inches here, and this is, yeah, it's about 2.5. So I'm going to cut 1.25 inches off this end. Okay, that's my front flap, just like so. And then I'm going to take 1.25 inches off this. Well, actually, I want more than that. I want to cut this at, and I should have measured it before, but I didn't. What am I here? So I'm going to trim 1.5 inches off is what I'm trimming off here. We'll see if that's short enough. All right. So I just want to have this right on front, and that's fine. I'm going to be putting another layer there in just a moment. Okay, get that out. I'm going to grab a strip of cardstock here, and I'm going to use my Summer Splash. Or I'm sorry, I'm using Coastal Cabana. My Summer Splash package of paper wasn't opened, so I didn't want to open it. Sorry, I know. So I'm grabbing my Coastal Cabana. And my folders are all tangled up here, so. There we go. All right. And I am just going to go into my handy dandy dies that coordinate with this. And I'm going to grab this little footprint one here. And I'm going to run that through. I'm also going to take my piece of basic white here, and I'm going to run that through. And I can trim this down a little bit. I don't need this as wide, so we'll just trim it at, we'll just do it at 1 inch. So that's 1 inch by 5 1/4. Is that 5 1/4? Yeah, it's at 5 1/4. All right. So let's bring back in our die cut machine. All right. We'll get our little paw prints here. And I have just enough. Actually, I'm going to grab a piece that is a little bit bigger than that. I want to grab it 5.5. So we're going to do a 5.5 inch strip here. Reason being is I want it to go all the way across. And that way I actually get the whole little print here of my paw prints. All right, so we're going to go 1 inch. 2. And like I said, I'm just going to run this long piece through and then I'll trim it down. All right, so there's that piece. And I'm putting it at a little bit of an angle when I'm putting it through my die cut machine. That way I know that it goes through my machine better. I don't know if you've noticed, but when you're cutting a straight edge, it does help to go at a bit of an angle. All right. And I'm just going to run through it really quick again, just to get all those little paws out of my paper. All right. So this piece, I'm going to be die cutting on. This piece I'm going to be stamping on. Here is my little piece here. Aren't those paws just adorable? You can pop those out. Just take a pick tool. They mostly came out. I should have used my adhesive sheet. I did not. Shame on me, right? All right. I'm going to take my liquid glue here, and hopefully I took my... Oh, I took it downstairs. Hold on while I grab another one. I have these handy dandy little kits that I have extra liquid glue in. And I just kind of rotate them around. Like I use it and then I just replace it. So there's always fresh green glue available. All right, let's just get that wrapper off. And I'm going to try and go on my corners without getting it all over my desk here. And, you know, this is it's got some little pieces there. Just try to do the best you can. If you want to use your piece of adhesive sheet, you can definitely go ahead and do that. I don't know, I just didn't. All right, I'm just going to run through that like that. I'm going to put it so I have more of the popped up pieces up here. All right. Now I have that little bit of gap in there. And that's where I'm going to put this. So I have this strip here. So now I just want to put it so that all my little feet here are in the right place. Meaning that they're still on the edges of the paper. So we're going to just do this. I'm just going to go through each of the different paws and just put a little bit of my liquid glue. Still got to clean my desktop off. It still has residual like seal on it. I thought I cleaned it up pretty good, but I guess not. All right, so we're going to just put that through. All right. Now I have a little bit left over on the ends. I'm just going to snip that off with my scissors. That's going to have a lot of glue on it. I'm going to have to make sure I clean those. All right. There we go. Now, I'm going to be putting this right here. I also have, now I have all these little hearts here. I want to keep a bunch of them from where my paws were cut out. So I've got a bunch of little hearts. And I've got my little birds here. So we're going to do our little puppies. And I think the puppies are so cute. Well, I like the birds too. I don't know. Let me see. I was going back and forth with this all afternoon, deciding which one I was going to do. And I'm like, I don't know which one I want to do. we'll do the kittens. You know what? Why not? I haven't done the kittens too much. I really want to do the birds. I'm going to change this up. We're going to do a circle. No, the paws aren't going to work. Okay. All right. We'll go back and we will do, let's see, the little kitty cats don't really have any. We're going to do a puppy dog. Let's say they don't really have a lot of, I just thought of something. Yeah, this is one of those I'm going to be changing my mind a lot. All right, so I've got some little flowers and butterflies in here, so I'm going to grab these little flowers. I've got these little bird feet. I need those. All right. And let's go ahead and we're going to grab our Memento Black here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my birds. I'm writing them a little bit. You know what? We're going to stamp it up because I'm going to take my sentiment and I'm going to stamp my sentiment right away. So the sentiment that I'm going to use is going to be have the best day. All right. So let's get that out of block. There we go. I'm grabbing my Summer Splash. And we'll put that right below here. Have the best day. And I think we might be okay. We might not even need to have those extra flowers, but you know what? We have them out and I haven't used them yet. So let's just go ahead. We'll just put some flowers over here. Some flowers over here. There we go. All right. Now, I did not bring up my cleaner, so I'll have to put those aside for now. I'm going to take a piece of basic white here. I thought I grabbed out another piece, but I must not have only grabbed one. I just need a second one here. All right. So this measures 4 1/4 by 5. I'm going to put that right on the inside here, but before I do, I'm going to grab my Golden Glow stamp pad. And I have those little feet here from my birds. So I'm just going to stamp a little bird trail along the bottom. And I'm not worried if it's straight or not. Because, hey, not all of us walk in a straight line, right? Okay. So got that. We'll go ahead and put this on the inside. Well, since I don't have any other seal out here, I'll just use my liquid glue. It's going to be a liquid glue day. All right. And we'll just go there and there. Now, I'm going to bring in my fine tip glue dispenser here. And after I clean the edge off, the tip off, I'm going to grab a scrap piece of paper here. There we go. And I just want to put 1, 2, 3 single little dots. Okay. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to put my paws in here. I know I changed it from the dogs to the birds because I wanted to make the bird card, but that's okay. All right. I got those little flowers right there, those little hearts. Okay. We're going to go ahead and color these in. And I may stamp a little cat on the inside. We'll see. All right, I'm going to take my Summer Splash and I'm going to start coloring my bird. So let's go ahead and grab this one right here. And I've got my dark right here. Give me this wing here. All right, then we'll come with our light. This is such a pretty color. It is very much like Coastal Cabana. All right. We'll go ahead and use our Golden Glow here for our beak. I'm just going to do all of them right away. And then I'm going to take, let's see, orange. I'm going to go with orange. With my dark pumpkin here. And we'll, you know what, we're just going to color this whole bird and pumpkin. Now, in my In Color Club, I was really excited to think about this the other day. I'm actually going to be including some color combos. So if you ever never seen my color game before, you're going to get a round circle of each of the different in colors, and you will be able to use that to put up against other cardstock to see what you like best to coordinate with that. But I'm going to give you some ideas so that you already, right out of the box, you'll have different color combos to try with your new in colors. So I came up with that idea quite a few years ago, and I really do like doing it. It's a lot of fun. Let me see if I just have one handy here. I had one a few minutes ago, and I'm not sure what I did with it. So I was like, oh, I don't need that right now. So yeah, I don't know what I did with it. Oh, well. Yeah, they're kind of fun to use. So let's see. Put it back here. There it is. Okay. So this is just the one I have handy. But I have all the different colors. And I put the names of the colors. And what I do is I actually give you the item code for the different cardstock. So I have all my different colors. You'll be getting just the in colors, but then I'll be also giving you a little card like this with all the different color combinations you can try. I'm not going to be printing it. I'm actually going to be using cardstock to make those for you. So that's one of your little extra perks. All right, we're going to be putting this right in the front here. And I'm just going to have it like just like that. Just something quick and easy. Let's go ahead and put it down with dimensionals. So I'm going to put dimensionals. Oh, I forgot to color my flowers in. Let's do that real quick. So I'm grabbing my Granny Apple Green because it's one of my favorite greens to use. Especially this time of year, I have to use Granny Apple Green on my leaves. In fall, I'll use Garden Green. In the winter, I'll use Shaded Spruce. And now I'll be using the new Pine color. So this new Pine, Peaceful Pine, that is really pretty. It really does remind me of like the Christmas tree green. All right. And let's just get some pretty flowers on there. I'm going to take my, oh, I don't know if I've got Berry Burst or Blackberry Bliss. Berry Burst. So I'll do some of those. And you can sing and you can hum and you can do during your coloring. It makes it a little bit more fun. I'm going to take my Blackberry Burst now, or Blackberry Bliss. I don't know why I said Blackberry Burst. Oh, because it's Berry Burst and Blackberry Bliss. Oh my goodness. Trying to talk. Talk and color at the same time today apparently is a challenge. It's been a really challenging work day for me too. I don't know why. It just is. All right, there we go. All right, let's finish putting our dimensionals on. I need to grab some embellishments. Now I'm putting quite a few dimensionals on here. I am. I'm just going to leave a little portion of that hanging down. I really want to hold it in place. So yeah, I probably over-dimensionalized, but that's okay. I have 300 dimensionals in one little package. So yeah, you can use a lot. All right, so then we're just going to put this right here. Just like that. I know it's got the little paw prints, so you could do it with your with your little pets, your little cats or your dogs. But I happen to do this. All right, so that is our card for today. Let me show you again the other cards that I made the other day using the Eyelet Blossom. And then I also did this fun fold. And again, my video just was a train wreck. So I will redo the video on these cards. But I'll post these also on my my blog, so you can check them all out. But have fun, and a little fun fold for you today. So check out next week, because next week is our fun fold craft along. You don't want to miss it. And if you didn't order your kit already, I will still have some kits available, because yeah, there are a lot of cool ideas. You're going to be getting 2 projects a night for 3 nights. And there are some really good fun folds, and they're not that hard. I mean, they look like your friends and family are going to say, holy cats, wow, that's awesome. They really will. And they're not that difficult to do. I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't give you something that if I can't make it, I'm not going to have you make it. All right. Well, have a great evening. We'll see you all later. Grab a cocktail or two. I think I may have to do that tonight, too. It is happy hour after all. All right. Bye.